innocent. Okay,
No,
so all this false fucking.
Let's be straight.
Fucking narrative shit has to stop.
Let's be straight. That's why I want to talk to you.
You know what I mean?
This is why I want to talk to you. Let's be straight, because I've seen the recordings.
Yeah, listen,
I've seen the recordings. I've seen a lot of the evidence.
Listen, 2 seconds, mate. I'm only on a few minutes, and I will jump back on later and speak to you. But I've only got a few minutes now. But I'm listening to you. Yeah.
So let's be straight. I've seen a lot of I'll put my face out there and say this. I've seen a lot of the recordings. I've heard a lot of the voice recordings. I've seen a lot of the evidence. Yeah. To me, he's a wrong'un. There's a pattern there that he is a sexual deviant. It's probably steroid abuse. Let's be straight. No, hold on. Let me finish, man. It's probably been steroid abuse and probably cocaine abuse has made him do a lot of these things. Let's be honest and straight. But he's still done it. He's still a wrong'un, and he's still a nonce, in my opinion. I disagree with you. But I disagree with you on certain things you've said, and you can disagree with me on certain things I've said.
Exactly. Everybody's entitled to their opinion without everybody
starting. What's your benefit? What's your benefit out of what you're doing? That's all I wanted to ask you. What's your benefit?
Just going down the line, mate, and pointing out facts and stuff like that. That's all I do. Now I'm listening to what you've just said there, and I appreciate what you're saying. Some of his behaviour has been wrong in the past. Some of it fucking has. At the end of the day, he's been done for sexual assault with that girl, and I know the full story as well. But at the end of the day,
it's not Apollo. 2 seconds. It's not only the conviction. That doesn't mean he then tried to intimidate her outside of court. He tried to then intimidate her.
You're going to have to let me finish here, mate. At the end of the day, what I'm saying is, okay, I get what you're saying, and those charges are on there, but that does not prove he is a multiple rapist of adult women and children. He's meant to have raped 3 children, according to Burkett and Tony and all of them. So,
there are another bunch of wrong'uns, man.
How does that make him a nonce that he's raped children?
There are another bunch of wrong'uns. There are another bunch of wrong'uns. Burkett's a wrong'un. Burkett's an absolute wrong'un.
I know he is, but that's what I'm saying. You've got all these people going after people. Who are they to go after? Anybody? Scum like that.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, you're right what you're saying. There is a questionable past, but that does not label him a child rapist on multiple occasions.
Like that Rhonda girl. That Rhonda girl that came out. I don't do the decade thing. I've seen it. As a grown man, I'm 35 years of age, I've seen it, I've analysed it in my own head, he's a wrong'un. But that Rhonda girl knew him 14 years.
Yeah.
And she went to the police. Let me finish. You asked me to let you finish. Let me finish. You asked me to, right? Let me finish.
Go on, speak.
14 years she knew him. And she went and done a Clare's Law on him too. And we heard the recording. The police did say.
What did you hear? What did you hear?
We heard the recording of a police woman, a female PC, saying he's a risk to women and children, but not his name.
And do you know if that was true? If that was true, do you know men who've been done for domestic abuse are still classed as a risk to children?
Not as a risk to children. I know loads of men that have been done on. They've a horrible ex-missus and
what about sexual assault? When you're done for sexual assault, you're classed as a risk to children.
Of course it should be, yeah.
He's been done for sexual assault, but that still does not prove he has raped children, does it?
But he should be on that risk. But I think a lot of, and I'm not defending him.
There's your words there.
Listen, I'm not defending him. I think a lot of his charges and a lot of his shit was to do with cocaine and steroids. I really do.
Correct. It was. I'm just getting down to the issue that you can't say he's a rapist or rapes children. There's no proof because someone who's done for sexual assault can be classed as a risk to women and children. So that's not proving nothing. You know what I mean? No, it really isn't. But I get where you're coming from. I see your point.
I do believe there is victims in the background that are scared to put their face on YouTube.
No, what hundreds of victims who Paddy's meant to have already interviewed and done lie detector tests with them.
Listen, I think that's bollocks. But I do think there is other victims.
That's your opinion, mate. But I'm just trying to work off the facts and proof. That's all, mate. That's what I'm saying, and that's what I do.
Well, off the facts and off the truth. He's still convicted of being
sexual assault with a girl, yeah. But that's not raping kids and women. So he's not raping kids and women. What they're using the narrative for?
No, it's not raping kids. It's not raping kids, especially the kids thing. You can't bring that into it. But I still think
they're saying, mate. That's what they're saying. So I'm just here.
I still think because of what he's been convicted of and. He's still a wrong'un.
Oh, correct. He's a wrong'un for what he's done. Yeah, I get that. But he ain't raping women or children. You've got to come with proof before you label a man that. Do you really think he'd be
But
walking around the
if you've
streets?
been, okay, Apollo, if you've been arrested and NFA'd 5 times for the same thing, for stealing out of Sainsbury's, you've been nicked 5 times for the same thing.